Hello. Check. Mic is good. All right. Let's go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the AfroMattt Show. This is episode 91. It has been a long journey. Almost. We are crawling to season 3. So season 1, I like how I call them seasons. Season 1 was first 52. So 104, coming up here soon is season 2. So we got couple months, probably going to be December, January 1st, usually when I start a new season. So haven't taken a week off, actually maybe a couple, but we are up to date. So we are chilling. Podcast 91. The date is October 21st, and we are, honestly, let's just get into it. I don't have time for chit chat. I really honestly not only do I not have time for chit chat, I don't care. I don't care for chit chat. Let's get straight to the point. This is not it's not your mama's podcast. Oh yeah, today I'm drinking on lemonade. I know. Spicy. Speaking about spicy, Kevin Spacey is out of that's a god tier transition. Kevin Spacey found not liable in Anthony Rapp's sexual misconduct trial. So Kevin Spacey, if you remember a while back, he was like, someone said he like squeezed someone's ass. Actually, let's read this a little bit. See, this one has 2 thumbs up. This post has 2 thumbs up. Okay, Kevin Spacey was found not liable for battery in his civil lawsuit trial tied to the sexual misconduct allegations against him by Anthony Rapp. Let's see. I wonder what initially had. I feel like he was at a party, and the kid was there, Anthony Rapp. So back in 2017, the alleged incident took place at a party at Spacey's apartment in 1986 when Rapp was 14 and a child actor on Broadway. He accused Spacey of cornering him in a bedroom and making unwanted sexual advancements, picking up, touching his buttocks, and laying him on the bed and pressing his legs and groins into Rapp's hips. So, yeah, that's not cool. But apparently that jury found that never happened. Sorry, Rapp. Apparently that never happened. That's a false memory that you have. Sorry, bro. Kevin Spacey, I'm excited to see him on Baby Driver 2. And probably, I wonder if they're going to remake House of Cards. That will be spicy. But yeah, that's been going on for a long time, since 2017 to 2022. That's a 5-year, legal battle. Kevin Spacey has fought and won, and I guess he's going to be back out there, back on the scene, innocent until proven guilty, and now he's been proven not guilty. So he's out there, out and about, squeezing some more ass, this time consensually. I wonder if Hollywood will just let him back in after all that. But yeah, Kevin Spacey's back in. He's back on the menu, baby. He's I'm excited to see some new movies with. He's a great actor. I was kind of upset when I found out this information. I loved Baby Driver. Baby Driver is one of my favorite movies, top 10 movies of all time. And he was really good in that one. I feel like he was in Glengarry Glen Ross. Also a really good movie with Alec Baldwin, who also got the whole shooting incident. Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only. We watched that scene we had to watch that scene one day for training. In I work. Okay, for new viewers, I doubt you guys don't know this already, but I work in real estate, so that whole movie is about real estate. And one day, someone put it on for a training video. We watched that whole clip, that scene where Alec Baldwin comes in the room. Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers. Let me see if I can find that scene. I swear. It's almost comedic that we even had to put that coffee down. Who watches that? Down. Oh, here's the scene.
Well, I'm not a leech, so I don't know, do I? I want what you're selling, some broad and trying to screw, so forth. Let's talk about something important. Are they all here? All but one. Well, I'm going anyway. Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee.
It's just so serious for no reason.
Coffee's for closers only.
Coffee's for closers only. And we were watching this this was hyping us up to make calls for that day. Yo, get out there, make calls, be a closer. Put that coffee down. You think I'm fucking with you? I am not fucking with you.
You think I'm fucking with you? I am not fucking with you. I'm here from downtown.
I'm here from Mitch and Murray. And I'm here on a mission of mercy. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Real estate agents take themselves so seriously.
You call yourself a salesman, you son of a bitch?
You call yourself a salesman, you son of a bitch.
You certainly don't, pal. 'Cause the good
News is you're fired. Yeah, this show's so good. It's a good movie, but it's just funny that unironically we watched that for training. Me and a bunch of actual real estate agents watched that clip for training. And or I don't even know if it was for training. I didn't get much out of it. It was to hype us up. Put that coffee down. I don't really even drink coffee. I tweeted something. What did I tweet? Oh, I was thinking about that movie when I tweeted about that guy Alec Baldwin going substituting for a mental a special ed class. Put those crayons down. Crayons are for closers only. The autistic kid eats the crayons. You think I'm fucking with you? I am not fucking with you. Huh. You think you're a salesman, you son of a bitch? He's just talking to these autistic people. Let's just move on. Yeah, Kevin Spacey back in showbiz is the main point I was trying to get across. So let's keep on moving here. I'm kind of sinking into this. As you know, I sit on a beanbag chair while I do this podcast because this is a serious business. Put that podcast down. Podcasts are for closers only. Kanye West. Dude, Kanye West cannot stay out of the news for more than a week. This is the third week in a row that his name has been on all the headlines, just everywhere. Trending on Twitter 3 weeks straight. I cannot avoid Kanye West, and he can't really straighten himself out. He's been on some wild shit. So recently he said okay, after weeks of spewing anti-Semitic and controversial remarks, Kanye West has found himself in the center of a $250 million lawsuit filed by a family of police brutality victim George Floyd. So if you remember George Floyd, that whole thing, I'm not going to go into it. So, how can you not remember it? They it was pretty big. It was kind of the biggest thing of the summer. The biggest thing of the summer. Don't miss it. Coming to a metropolitan near you. George Floyd protests. Is that in bad taste? I think it's been long enough that you can make movie trailer jokes at this point. Coming to a metropolitan area near you. One man put that. Okay, whatever. So, according to the news release obtained by the New York Times on Tuesday, Rox Washington, the mother of Floyd's daughter. Okay, wait. So, the mother of Floyd's daughter. So, they didn't say Floyd's wife. So, it's probably his baby mama. Will sue Kanye West, legal name Ye, for harassment, misappropriation, and defamation, and infliction of emotional distress. The lawsuit comes days after the Donda rapper made disparaging comments about the 2020 death of Floyd when the Minneapolis police... So, yeah, so basically Kanye West said that he doesn't believe that he died. He believes that he died from a fentanyl overdose and that everything's a scam. So he's been really kind of Q-pilled. He's gone whole Kanye West. Full on QAnon. Like, he's in deep. Like, here's a video I found of him spreading the good word. So this is Kanye West. It's getting harder and harder to defend Kanye West. Like, I love Kanye West, like his music. I love Kanye West music, but it's like you're making it hard to defend I can't say, hey, what's your favorite rapper? And usually I would say Kanye West, but now I hesitate, and I don't like hesitating. So let's go.
I got my songs. I could go off and just go to, Hawaii and live a nice life. That means that God has called me to sacrifice all of that in order to bring the truth. That's what I'm saying. They don't cut my check. You listen to people that's getting their check cut by Jewish media.
Yeah.
George
So
Soros, come and meet with me directly.
Oh no.
Send none of these people that you usually send. Charlemagne, we know all the names.
No. He did not just... He told George Soros to come at him directly. Homie's playing with fire. Now, Kanye West might be the only person on the planet that can say something that wild and not be, like I guess, maybe beheaded, like, publicly. Like, several hundred protesters grabbing him and guillotining him in the middle of town square. Like, he might be the only person that can say that type of stuff. That's wild. Imagine the second Joe Rogan. Like, imagine that whole video, but it's Joe Rogan. He's like, I swear, man. I swear. He's kind of got like a... I imagine him as the Thing. Like the Thing from It's Clobbering Time. He's got like an underbite too, Joe Rogan. It's clobbering time. Look, man. I'm Joe Rogan. I'm Joe Rogan. Look, you gotta eat your protein and... Come on, man. Listen, dude. George Soros, come face me personally. He's like... That would be what... I mean, he would be finished. He'd be publicly chastised. And I know Kanye is kind of... But, I mean, like, Kanye is still doing stuff. Like, he's out there. And it's wild. I'm still a fan of Kanye's music and him as an artist. And honestly, I like how that he says what's on his mind. But I don't agree with what's on his mind. I agree that he says what's on his mind. Because if more people said what was on their mind, it would be a lot easier to know everyone's intentions. Let's be honest. If people just straight up said what's on their mind all the time, you wouldn't have to be a mind reader. You'd be like, okay, that guy hates that guy. Like, you're walking down the street and you're like, dude, you stink. Like, physically stink. Like, get away from me. Like, if more people were just honest, like a homeless man comes up to you and he's like, "Hey man, can you spare some change?" A truly honest individual would be, "You know what? I'm going to give you money now, but I don't trust you. I think that you're going to spend this on alcohol, cigarettes, and probably drugs. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to give you not all of the money that that I have in my pocket. I will give you change, minimum amount of change, and hopefully leave with a clear conscience that you're not going to spend that on a lot of money. You're lucky I even spent any money on you at all, to be honest." A truly honest person at a restaurant, when the waiter comes and asks how everything is, it's like, "You know what? Honestly, not that good. And I know that your this establishment is understaffed, but quite honestly, it deserves it because this place sucks, and I'm surprised you're not out of business already." These are things that are on my mind, and I'm not a completely honest person, but these are things I imagine Kanye West would probably say. Like, he's that unhinged, but he's an honest dude. He says what's on his mind. So, in that regard, I can respect him. I can respect an honest person, an honest man. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everyone's gotten the check at one point, and you're like, "You know what? Like a completely honest person," and not only honest with themselves, honest person with themselves, because I'm very honest with myself. Hey, I'm probably making less money than this waiter, so I'm probably not going to tip 20%. Okay? That's just how it is. You know? It's hard times out there. I'm eating food. I know I'm eating food, but I could have just as easily gotten this door dashed, right? So, more people could learn from Kanye and be a little bit more open about sharing their opinions. I'm sure we would get a lot more people agreeing with some crazy ideas. It might get spicy. Yeah. Put that coffee down. Put Kanye down. Literally put him down. Kanye's for closers only. Let's see. BTS. The most famous, arguably the most famous boy group to ever live. Probably bigger than, the Beatles. K-pop stars BTS. And they're only bigger than the Beatles because Korea. They're famous in China, which is they're famous in Asian countries, Japan, China. I know Japan has J-pop, which is Japanese pop stars, but K-pop is Korean pop stars. They're all kind of, and I don't mean this in a bad way, synonymous. They're all the Asian pop group. They're all kind of got the same la da 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 da, super happy kind of half rap. They got 12 members each. They all look like they were grown in some sort of AI, just to make a collection of the most proportionate, symmetrical faces to ever exist. They were grown in test tubes. So all of these people, the BTS, the K-pop boy band that has taken over the world by storm, are being drafted into the Korean military service in South Korea. So, not the turn of events that they were probably hoping for, but, it's kind of crazy because that's comparable to if the Beatles were just drafted at the peak of they get 500 million views on a video. Let's go to their most recent video. Let's go to YouTube right now. We are doing this live. So let's type in BTS. Let's go to their channel. BTS. They have this song was from 4 months ago. Isn't even from their main channel. Okay, wait, let's see. Main channel. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know. Is Korea YouTube a thing? All right. Well, I don't know how to how to navigate Korean YouTube. So, but it's like ridiculous how many views they get. I could probably go to trending right now. Let's try that. YouTube trending, music tab. BTS. Whatever. I mean, it's crazy how many views they get. I don't know any of their songs. Otherwise, I would look up one of their songs. But it's ridiculous. Like like the population of America listening to their song. Like 300 million people. BTS pop song. And everyone's got their own favorite character. Okay, so look, for instance, look, 1.5 billion views on Boy With Love. Here's a little taste. 1.5 billion views. That's billion with a B. Billion. It's almost 1.6 too. It's 1,595,000,000 views. Like, I don't even know how to put that into perspective, but I think that's more views than like any music group like ever, probably combined. 1 billion people. You don't realize how big 1 billion people. The population of America is what, like 300 million. This is what, like 3, 9, 4, 5. This is like 5 Americas all viewing one video by one pop group. Like, the people making this are it's ridiculous. And they all sound like girls, and they look like girls, and that's why both genders can kind of get into K-pop, because even the boys look like girls. The boys are hot. Clip it. And these are people. These are. I don't know their genders, but they're all men. It's a boy group. And it's all in Korean. It's all in Korean, but it's crazy. So they're being drafted. Everyone, actually, one of them has my birthday, which is interesting. His name is Jimin, Jimen. Look him up. Members of the K-pop band BTS will be drafted for mandatory military service in South Korea. Their label, Big Hit Music, announced that the group was honored to serve their country. Did they have a choice? Members Rim, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin V, and Jungkook will return to the band in around 2025 after their service commitment. Oh my God! Imagine they come back like grizzled. They have flashback. They're like shell shocked. They come back shell shocked. They start writing like super. They go from like that really upbeat, happy song. They go from that to like. They go from that to, what's that? What is that one song? Oh, yeah, it's this one. This is what they come back singing. Wait, where's that cover? There's a really good cover of this song. That's so funny. Whatever. I don't know where. Am I thinking of the wrong song? I'm thinking of the wrong song. Whatever, dude. That doesn't matter. I was thinking of that one song that goes like, "It's a mad world. All around me are familiar faces. Worn out places, world up. They're like super just grizzled and grim and just like fighting for their sanity. This is K-pop in 2025. Except it's in Korean. They're just like completely depressed. They go from that super bubbly kind of bubble pop, super pink and bubbly, and they're all kind of and then they come back. One's missing a leg. They're all one has an eye patch. They're all smoking and chewing tobacco, and like some of them have like Agent Orange poisoning. They have flashbacks in the middle of interviews. The bombs! The bombs! And then they kind of snap back into reality. Oh my god, dude. That's so... And I'm not trying to make light of shell shock or PTSD, because it's really is horrible, and it ruins the lives of... And honestly, Korea probably has a better system to deal with people that have it than America. America just says, hey, you know what's a good place to deal with shell shock and post-traumatic... The streets. The streets are a good place to deal with post-traumatic stress disorder. In America, that's where we send our troops. When they come back, we say, hey, hit the road, bucko. PTSD will... It's fake. It's fake. America says it's fake. Yeah, we don't care. But hopefully when they come back, they'll make some interesting I mean, they're probably protected. They probably have so much money they can pay to be like... They might get tossed around the barracks, though. They might get freaking tossed around. They look like little lesbian twinks, boy. In 2020, South Korea's parliament passed a bill that allowed K-pop stars such as BTS to delay national service until they were 30. And there have been ongoing talks whether the bands should serve or be exempt. However, they are now planning to move forward with plans to carry out their service, with Jin, the oldest of the group at 29, will be the first to start. Jin will initiate the process as soon as his schedule for a solo release is concluded at the end of October. He will then follow the enlistment procedure of the Korean government. Imagine living somewhere where they mandate you to serve in the military. You know what they could do? They could watch my last podcast and avoid service by jumping off of a building and breaking both of your legs. As I once said, bones will heal PTSD, and your scars from war will not. All right, let's continue. Let's talk about homeless people. Let's read this one. This is from NPR. Roommate wanted. Homeless people are pairing up as a way around the housing crisis. It's kind of a paradox. Homeless people are pairing up to deal with the housing crisis. So they're homeless, but also renting. Interesting. Even after 3 years of homelessness, Eric Perkins did not want to move into an apartment with another person who had been unhoused. Unhoused is the proper term for homeless people now. But homeless will suffice because it is English and homeless still has meaning. I was real skeptical because of things I was seeing inside the shelter, he said. A lot of drug use, a lot of alcohol abuse, PTSD. There's a lot of veterans there. I was like, I don't want to be in a house with somebody like that. Dude, isn't that sad that there's so many veterans just like homeless? What is this country? We're doomed. We are so doomed. So you fight for our country. You come back with horrible post-traumatic stress disorder. You start, probably beating your wife because you can't afford therapy. And then your wife divorces you. And now your PTSD is so bad. Your flashbacks are so bad. You wander the streets in hopes of one day finally finding the sweet release of a heroin injection. And after several years of that endeavor, you become fully homeless, like a full-on homeless person. And you go from purple heart to black lung really quick. And it's sad. It's sad that that's where we go. But, yeah, I mean, it's fucked up. It's so fucked up what happens to veterans. But, I mean, yeah, they give them like $12. It's like you serve in the military, you come out, and they give you like a Snickers. They give you like 2 Twinkies, and your pension, which is like $5. They're like, all right, hey, thanks for your service. Here's a crumpled up coupon to Little Caesars. Go get yourself a hot and ready pizza. Oh God, it's just so bad. It's so bad. And honestly, I don't agree with the way anyone manages. And the military budget is like so huge. So you have like some general with his entire chest is like full of medals and like those little stripes. His whole thing, like you can no longer see his suit. It is just medals and like badges and stuff. It is fully badges, and he's never seen a second of war. He's just like some general who's like essentially the CEO of the army. So he just sits in an office and collects medals on his chest. And then he gets paid, and they keep on like upping his budget. And he's like, yeah, a government guys, look, the military's doing awesome right now. We did a record breaking year last year. We killed 14 million civilians. We killed 14,000 civilians, and we got 2 major terrorists. I'd say that's a job well done, boys. And he's like, they're all slapping each other on the butt, like the locker room of a baseball show or baseball game. They're like, all right, good job, guys. We got ourselves one more, $100 billion donation to the government, to the defense, whatever. Meanwhile, what is the defense? What is the U.S. military budget? This is going to be something so... I don't even want to click on this because this is going to be so revolting. It's going to be revolting when I click on this. Can I trust Wikipedia? Let's find somewhere else. Macrotrends.net. Seems legit. I mean... So military spending military spending / defense budget for 2021 was $778 billion, and that's up 5% from the year before, 2018, which was $773 billion, which was up 7% from the year prior, 2017, which was $682 billion. So they're getting about $50 billion raise every year for literally doing nothing. We've been in a fake war my entire life. Literally my entire life. I have friends fighting that are in the army now that just got out. I guess we just got out of Afghanistan. They were in a war that their own dad fought in. Like, why? Like, why is that even necessary? So $778 billion, right? And let's see. Defense, military, what was it? Defense Department? Oh, Department of Defense. Department of Defense pay. How much does the CEO of the Department of Defense get? It's probably something astronomically retarded. Probably gets paid $1 billion a year. He gets paid $100 million a year probably. And meanwhile, the amount of homeless veterans are insane. Like, can Russia nuke us? Please. Please, Russia, nuke us. We need it. We deserve, not only do we need it, we deserve it. We deserve to be nuked. We deserve every bad thing that happens to us. As a nation, I think a nuke isn't painful enough for what these people deserve in Washington. I'm kind of going on a rant, but it's absurd. In sports, betting and gambling on yourself is considered cheating, because you can throw the game or you can influence it in some other way, if you bet against yourself, right? It's common knowledge. The same, however, is not true for military or for the government. In the government, you can talk to your buddy who's working in making windmills and then say, hey, I'm about to invest $1 million in your company, and I'm going to lobby to try to get a bill passed that makes it mandatory for everyone to make a windmill. And now we both get rich. That is completely legal. It's called lobbying, and Senate members have been doing it for getting rich for decades. Look at Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is like a billionaire from just like investing in stuff that she helps pass. It's complete insider trading. These people don't even deserve the quick death of a nuke. It's appalling. It's disgusting. But there's nothing we can do. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing anyone together can do. So our last hope is a giant nuke plunging directly into wherever, hitting major cities, hitting major pinpoints, flashing us into some sort of like dark ice age, and we just forget about it all. That's our last hope. That's our last hope. That's the type of hope that I have. I have the hope of a nuclear ice age. Yeah, you want to fix homelessness? Make everyone homeless. That's what will happen. Yeah, it's a fucked up world we live in, but hey, it is what it is. Let's move on. I kind of went on a rant there. I hate everything. Senate members should not be allowed to invest in any stock or anything. Crypto, like you can invest in crypto and then pass a bill that makes freaking crypto illegal or whatever, like vice versa, or like sell all your crypto right before you know a bill's about to be passed, for instance. It's completely legal and ridiculous. Appalling. Let's move on to some happier news. Medical marijuana coming to Circle K gas stations in Florida. As if Florida couldn't get any more of a living hellhole, marijuana has become readily available for everyone, kids of all ages, at Circle K gas stations. Gas stations where you can pick up a water bottle, a bag of Takis, and now a pre-rolled joint. So you can stay heavily medicated while, I don't know, you get ran over by someone in a lawnmower. I don't know what happens in Florida. Florida's crazy, dude. I don't know what's happening out there. I like it. I like the weather. That's fun. But, I mean, yeah. Tampa, Florida. Marijuana could be coming to Circle K gas stations near you, but only if you have a valid Florida medical marijuana card. Green Thumb Industries, a Chicago-based cannabis company, announced its new partnership with one of the nation's largest convenience store chains, Circle K, on Wednesday. The company said it will be releasing space in 10 of the Circle K's 600 Florida locations to test out the concept in 2023. Fun. You know, honestly, you should be allowed to medicate yourself while the world's ending. I firmly agree. So let's go to this. This is kind of a sad one. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, give me a second. We'll be right back. All right, let's get right into this next news segment. This is Queensland homeowners told land needed for Bruce Highway upgrade hours after getting keys to their house. This is an unfortunate tale. Only in Australia will this happen. Actually, no, this would happen in America easily. On Monday morning, Anil Konda got the keys to his family's dream home, only to receive an email just 7 hours later saying the property was needed for Bruce Highway upgrades. He put the initial deposit down on the land on Griffin, north of Brisbane, in last March. After relocating his family of 4 to Queensland, finding a school and rental property, and enduring 11 months of building delays, Mr. Konda said with relief of finally finding home. The email from the state's government's Department of Transport and Main Roads said Mr. Konda needed to call them for more information, future land requirement, and he received a call back in the afternoon. When I asked for specific details like, how is it impacted, am I going to lose a certain amount of land, they told me it was going to be the entire thing. Well, I feel like this is something that the realtor will be completely liable for. But something tells me no. Because realtors are... honestly, the realtor that sold this to him probably knew and just wanted it sold. Didn't say anything, didn't disclose anything. It's sad. But, I mean, it is what it is. You're going to have to scoop up. Here's what you got to do. You got to scoop up the whole house from the ground and just take it with you. Just put it on your back and take it out. Just hike up that. You see houses driving down the highway every now and then. They got that ultra extra wide load sign on it. Pack your house up and go, bro. Just leave. Drive it across the country. Get out of Australia, for one thing. That place is a hellhole. Everything can kill you, especially have you seen kangaroos? Kangaroos alone are enough reason to just leave Australia. They're like yoked. They're huge. Kangaroo fights man. This kangaroo's like in a full-on boxing match with... Look at this.
Can you believe things? Now, animal lovers are...
So this kangaroo was freaking choking out his dog. He comes up and...
popping mad.
Oh!
Kangaroo is a national icon. It's a symbol of Australia.
And they all sound so retarded. It's a national icon of the nation. Welcome to Australia, mate. The kangaroo is a national icon of the nation, eh? I've got to say, my favorite thing to do is around here is we like to look at the stars. There's so many stars up there. I wonder if there's someone up there looking down at us. Might. Yeah. Australians are... I don't hate Australians. I've never really honestly met an Australian. But the way they handled the whole COVID thing made me biased against them. Because they locked down the whole country. And they're like, if you come here, you gotta stay in our special camp. Which is never a fun thing to hear. That whole thing was not cool. So I'm especially biased towards Australians. And I'll say they sound just kind of dumb. Oh, crikey, mate. Want to go shrimp on a barbie, eh? Put that coffee down, mate. Coffees are for closers. American Airlines. This is a good little story here. American Airlines offer to compensate passenger who complained of being wedged between obese people. Now, this might be the most based thing American Airlines has ever done. If you've flown American Airlines, it's I mean, yeah, I would want a refund if I was wedged between two obese people. Passenger Sydney Watson took to Twitter last week expressing dissatisfaction with the seating arrangement of her American Airlines flights. Watson complained of being wedged in the middle seat between two overweight passengers. She ranted that the obese passengers were too fat to be on the plane. That probably has a merit of truth in it. Why do they have to weigh a bag when you check a bag, but they don't weigh the person? I've never understood this. Obviously, they're not worried about overweighing the plane, or they would stop letting these beasts onto the plane. We need Samuel L. Jackson to tell. I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes get these motherfucking snakes off the motherfucking plane. She claimed that during the 3-hour flight, she was sweat on and touched without her consent. This is absolutely not acceptable or okay. If fat people want to be fat, fine. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Yeah. If fat people want to be fine. If fat people want to be fat, yeah, fine, do it. But it is something else entirely when I'm stuck between you with your arm rolls on my body for 3 hours. Dude, this is wild. Oh my God. She demanded reparations from American Airlines, which initially responded to one of her tweets and said, "Our passengers come in all different shapes and sizes. We're sorry you were uncomfortable with our flight." Unpleased with that response, she continued her rant. The airline then informed Watson that a variety of seat sizes and styles so customers can select what works best for them. But however, it seems to if she, in fact, had been offered reparations she sought. According to Lad Bible, Watson posted a letter she received from the airline, which offered a $150 credit, which is nice. "I sincerely regret the enjoyment and comfort of your flight, American Airlines, was diminished due to another customer exceeding their seat's space. We do our best to avoid uncomfortable situations regarding seats. I can understand your disappointment at the situation about not being redeemed for your satisfaction. As a gesture of goodwill, I have issued you a $150 trip credit which will arrive via separate email." She was still unsatisfied. "I'd rather take $150 American Airlines offer me as a refund or give you to someone who needs a personal trainer for a gym membership." Damn, she's going in. "I'd rather take the $150 Americans offered as a refund and give it to someone who needs a personal trainer or a gym membership." Dude, she's going DEFCON 5 on fat people. If you remember, that's Kanye West. He said he's going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people, and that's what's kind of sparked this whole thing. Dude, Sydney Watson's going DEFCON 3 on fat people. And I'm here for it. She was crushed between trying to think of two fatties. Lizzo and the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. All right. We're coming to the end here. We got to wrap this up. I don't have much time. I have to go to a family thing. It's a whole thing. Okay, bear with me. I've actually enjoyed this one a lot. Actually, thanks if you made it this far. We are going into TikTok time. TikTok time. If you don't know what that is where we watch TikToks that I've gathered from the internet, from the far reaches of the internet. This is a video of a lady having a picnic. And she has put a box around her child's head.
Life hack. So this is a regular box.
Calling it a life hack.
Shoulders out in the hole. She finna go to the movie theaters. Got yourself a tablet.
She's putting the tablet on so the box has its bottom cut out, and she's putting the tablet over the top, so it looks like she's essentially creating a VR chamber for her child in a park during a picnic. This is the future generation. This is the next generation of children. Children that are being raised by Coco Melon 4 inches away from their face and a black chamber around their head. That's a life hack.
Outside chilling.
Outside chilling.
Put the tablet over the cover. And the girl in the movie theater.
It looks so stupid. It looks so stupid. It looks like a saw trap.
Hers. Okay. Outside chilling. Mom's life hacks.
This is really.
Life hack.
This is how you deal with children in the 21st century. Just make them shut up. By putting a box on their head. Oh, I found this, and I felt really targeted, and I didn't like it. I didn't like that TikTok showed me this.
Okay, remember how I dated Matthew and you hated him? Yeah. Well, I wrote a song called F You Matthew. I hate you and all the boys with the same name as you.
I mean, the song is truly retarded, the lyrics. I hate you, and I hate all the boys with the same name as you. I'm going to ask if I can use that as my new outro. I like that actually a lot. Fuck you, Matthew. Let me look that up on YouTube. See how many views that video has got. I mean, why is she coming for all Matthews, dude? It has 109 views. I'm the first one to comment. What should I comment? Wait, is this the right video? Why does it only have 100 views? Oh, this is the official music video. I'm not against it. I mean, it sounds like every other song on the radio, but the fact that it has my name makes me like it a little bit. Okay, let's watch one more TikTok and then we'll end.
15.
This is a Calvin and Hobbes. This is a new Calvin and Hobbes comic. So, if you know who Calvin and Hobbes is, they are honestly, I don't know how it's made for kids. They tackle heavy subjects like death and inflation and stuff like that. So this is one that came out this year, and I thought it was really insightful. And they explain complex subjects so a kid could understand it, and hopefully, I mean, adults with the mental capacity of children.
$15 a glass. That's right. Want some? How do you justify charging $15? Supply and demand. Where's the demand? I don't see any demand. There's lots of demand. Yeah? Sure. As the sole stockholder in this enterprise, I demand monstrous profit on my investment. And as president and CEO of the company, I demand an exorbitant annual salary. And as my own employee, I demand a high hourly wage and all sorts of company benefits. And then there's overhead and actual production costs. But it looks like you just threw a lemon in some sludge water. Well, I have to cut expenses somewhere if I want to stay competitive. What if I get sick from that? Caveat emptor is the motto we stand behind. I'd have to charge more if we followed health and environmental regulations. You're out of your mind. I'm going home to drink something else. Sure, put me out of a job. It's you anti-business types who ruin the economy.
Fuck you, socialist. And now Calvin's walking home.
I need need to be subsidized.
He's talking to mommy. Mommy, I need to be subsidized. And that is capitalism. That is late stage capitalism in its major flaws. Yeah. That being said, thanks for listening, and we're gonna play it out. Thanks for listening. Bye.